Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with...
It's Oberon.
And me. It's Banshee. Welcome to the show. Welcome, welcome, one and all. I know more will be coming. Well, hey. I'm just getting pumped up, excited. Got my little cat cloth here in honor of the Lions game coming up on Saturday. It's so exciting. I can hardly wait. All right. I know. My son, by the way, happy birthday. I don't know that he is watching, but happy birthday to our son, who is a young 42 this
Monster
year.
Monster Hunter, our original producer. Without him, we would not be here.
We wouldn't even be here. He planted the seed, and we jumped on it.
How can we ever repay him?
So happy birthday to Monster Hunter and many more. He is going to come by. We'll be celebrating his birthday a little bit on Saturday when he comes by to watch the Lions game with me. So excited.
Right, I won't be interested in watching it, so...
That's right.
I'm not sure what I'll do. Better.
You'll eat the Chinese food we're going to have.
Hi, Shirley. Thank
Hey,
you.
Shirley. Thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. He took time off of work, so he's at least relaxing.
Yeah, I can't wait for the Chinese food.
Yep, the Chinese food will make it all worthwhile, Mr. O. We gotta have something, during game. And I figured pizza places are gonna be like totally crazy that day. But I thought I'd try the Chinese food chain. We'll see. All right, gonna get the list out there now. And I know I'll probably have to update it as soon as
So, Earth Girl, you're up first. Go ahead and get your question ready. We're going to do the card for the collective.
Yes. We're going to be... Thank you. I'm sorry. I thought you were jumping ahead of me. Sorry.
Oh, I accept your apology.
So we're doing the card for the collective, and it is from... Here's how you can make up for it.
I think you're the one that has to make up.
Season of the Witch Imbolc Oracle, because Imbolc is not that far away now.
That's right.
All right.
And our lovely set is care of our friend Mara, who gave me those statuaries. She knows I love Egyptian stuff. So I finally, whoops. Everything is a little topsy-turvy today. But let's go ahead and turn that around.
All right. Oh, turn it around, shall you?
It's almost like the unhappy hour.
Oh.
Almost.
Hey, this blue matches my cloth kind of nicely.
Oh.
Anyway, but it's not Honolulu blue. All right. Pick a card for the collective, Mr. O.
Peppermint.
Ooh.
Number 33.
Just about my favorite thing in life, next to chocolate. Peppermint.
Yes, it's a hard call, isn't it?
For me, yes. Oh, look at that. I went right to the page. Peppermint. Clearing toxic relationships and behaviors. Very ironic considering our card of the day for tomorrow, don't you think? For the collective, Mr. O? About clearing toxic relationships?
Why are you looking at me?
Because I was asking about our card of the day, not because of our relationship.
If I wrote it already, then I don't remember it.
It was the Ten of Cups reversed.
Oh, that's right.
So now everybody knows. All right, so it says here, take from me what keeps me held back, clearing myself from all that does not belong in the vision of what is to come. That's really ironic I'm reading that because I kind of went that way in a more subtler way with my interpretation for tomorrow's card. So no one enjoys getting a cold or the flu, as they can bring great discomfort and pain that prevents you from experiencing the joy of life. Of course, it's better to take measures to prevent sickness, but sometimes it creeps up, coming from an unexpected place. Despite your best efforts, it can't be avoided. When you're sick, it's important to seek healing options to clear away the toxicity or infection that has caused the illness. You could let it run its course, but that could also lead to long-term effects or worse. You can also have an infection of the heart or soul, and it comes in the form of toxic relationships, self-sabotaging behaviors, and spiritual bypassing. The peppermint card comes to your reading to warn you that the person or situation you have inquired about is harmful to you in some way, and you should take steps to remove them from your life, or at the very least, reduce their influence on you. Even if your past experience with this person or behavior has been positive, receiving this card is a sign that circumstances have changed for the worse. You can choose to take a passive role and see how things unfold, but consider the impact such a decision might have on your long-term well-being and whether it's worth the risk. And that's the bottom line here. When we go through separations or, a serious breach in trust in a relationship, whether it's a friendship or a love relationship or even a familial relationship, if you choose to live with that toxic behavior, well, you're going to reap the consequences of that. Clearing that toxic behavior at least allows you to move to a better place, allows you to heal, allows you to come back to full strength in who you truly are. So consider that. Sometimes some things, they're just meant to be broken. They're just not fixable. And when that is the case, if it's really, really bad, don't suffer. Don't suffer. Take your medicine and move on.
Hey, Kara.
Nothing to add on that one?
No, I don't know peppermint.
Aww.
I know it's minty.
Well, you know what? I guess gotta eat all those frangos then, because you don't know peppermint. Yes, I like this. I like this a lot. All right, let's move on.
All right, and Earth Girl is up, and another crazy dream question. What else would we expect, Kara?
That's awesome, Kara. Gotta love it.
We have a job for you.
It's really funny. I think it was on Blue Sky. I forget. But I saw somebody today who posted about how they're always dreaming, and I wanted to comment on it, but I wasn't sure which way I wanted to go with it, so I didn't. But they always have a dream. They said they've been having a recurring dream of a faucet that's just, she can't turn it off. It keeps running. And I know there's something, there, but
It's a metaphor for her mouth.
Wow. Well, I hope you're not listening, my favorite Twitter or Blue Sky person.
Maybe it's a metaphor for somebody else's mouth.
It could be, or it could be just the fact that something keeps draining from them. That's one thing. Or they keep putting their energy into something over and over again, hoping maybe for a different result, and it's not happening. I could have went a number of ways with that. So I just decided, this is sometimes people need to think some of these dreams out for their own personal messages.
So let's put this out there one more time. I've asked for Earth Girl if they have their question. You were the first. But if we don't hear from you, we may have to put you at the bottom of the list.
We might have to move on. They may have said hello and moved on. How about
Libra Cusp?
We put Earth Girl at the end of the list like we said we were going to do if they don't respond. All right.
Libra Cusp wants a general reading.
Yeah, your deck.
Right.
So, okay. Oops, did I screw it up? I did.
No, dear.
Not, did I? No, there it is. I got it right. Okay.
Alrighty, I'm going to use my Midnight Boulevard Tarot, my newer one. One of my new ones.
All right,
Yes,
everybody.
There you go.
Hi, Sunny.
You're at the end. Well, you're 2 from the end. Because Shirley came in after you and Earth
Yeah, you're
Girl.
2. Wait. Oh, I didn't put Kara on the list. Doggone
Shame on
it.
you. Where are you? You're
I'll
after
get it
Shirley,
there.
but before Earth Girl.
Yeah, you were after Shirley, so you are right at the end. Sorry, Kara. I did it again. I thought I was overdoing that, but apparently I'm overdoing that.
You got to keep an eye on this one, Kara.
Yeah, Kara, keep an eye on me. I agree. I feel bad.
All right, a general reading for Libra Cusp.
All right, there we go. List is where it needs to be. Let's go. Let's roll.
Card 1. It's the 4 of Swords, upright.
Oh, hi, Estelle. I'll add
Hi,
you,
Estelle.
but I'll post the list after we're done with this reading. And what is it again? The 4 swords?
4 of Swords, upright.
Okay, that's what I asked. Thank
You
you.
were turned that way, so I couldn't quite hear you.
Oh, okay.
And the next card is the 8 of Pentacles, upright. You're welcome.
8 of
Libra.
Pentacles.
And then the final card is Judgment reversed.
4 of swords upright, 8 of Pentacles upright, Judgment reversed. Well, I
Yes.
want to get some Lenormand here, if Sunny will give me some room. Hi, Sunny. You can stay there. Stay there. No, I'm using the table. Wow. There. Stay there. Stay there. Well, I would say this. Maybe it's a time for some rest and relaxation. But there is an 8 of Pentacles, right? So no rest for the weary. Maybe that's a problem here. I'm seeing something here.
So here's the Rider. And the Ring.
Well, really is an interesting combination here, Libra.
It is.
I kind of feel as though there's a kind of one of
A
these
push-pull.
readings we have where there is this push-pull between work and leisure or work and downtime. Seriously needing some downtime, but yet there are things that you really want to accomplish, or you have these responsibilities you need to follow through on. Judgment is reversed here, so I want to say this. Don't be too hard on yourself here. Don't be too dogmatic about, especially if your body or your mind needs that downtime, or your emotions even. You need to attend to that. Work, whatever you can do to keep an even flow going and pace yourself, as opposed to trying to get too much done at once or feeling this pressure. Just try to find some healthy medium so that you don't get too, hard on yourself. And maybe you're worried that others are pressuring you, that others are putting pressure on you to do more and be more. And you really have to set some boundaries here if you really need that downtime.
Hey Libra, have you possibly considered asking, or have you asked for either some vacation time or a leave of absence or something like that? Maybe it's not work related, maybe it's somewhere else in your life where you need some sort of time out, but it needs to be scheduled against other activities. 4 Swords and 8 of Pentacles, sort of juggling the ideas that I need a rest or a break. Oh, but I have these duties to do. Judgment reversed. That's why I think maybe it's like you're trying to get an okay or a judgment on this, if it's work related or in some other area of your life, and it may not be looking exactly like they're leaning towards your idea. They may not be inclined to want to grant this, or it might be conditional.
Well, what's really funny about this whole setup of cards here? Not the Lenormand, but the 3 cards. Okay. 4 is half of 8.
Yeah.
And judgment is 20, which is 2, which is half of 4. I don't know why, but that just struck me.
I'm supposed to do the
No,
numerical
I could do that
stuff.
once in a while, too.
Hey, Dupre. Hi. Yes. Our list is not super long, so we can put you on there. Okay. So that's certainly, somewhere in your life, I think, something is asking for you to schedule time off for yourself, but you're looking at your various duties and sort of feeling like you're in a quandary. You can't do this, or you feel, like no one understands why you need to do this even.
My chat is not moving forward. So I'm going to try to reload. I don't see anything here. I mean, I'm just...
Well, you have that
Dupre, there it is. I lost all of that. The last thing I saw was the list I posted.
Sometimes where it says top chat and then you can toggle it to live chat and that might make a difference.
I thought I always had it on live chat.
It goes back and forth.
Good grief. Yeah, you're right. I didn't see that. Let me put Dupre on the list.
I'm trying to think of other applications for this, Libra. And so maybe it's about, just making certain decisions in your life right now. Like maybe you're thinking about moving again, or maybe you're thinking about putting somebody in special classes, or you're thinking of some special situation for yourself. And it's about time needed and maybe understanding if you can actually do that.
So, you need to kind of balance your home life issues with family, and give yourself the downtime that you need to really relax and unwind, or just restore yourself. Maybe you don't have a job, but there are other pressures that families face. And I have to say here, don't be too hard on yourself with the things. Set boundaries. Don't allow others also to have expectations that are unrealistic, and I know that can happen.
Hey, don't be doing that. You're messing the camera up. When he did that, he makes the camera go offline.
Well, not much I can do there.
Stop
He bothers me too.
Stop him.
Well, you can too.
So the Lenormand is sort of, in my opinion, kind of leaning towards the idea that maybe you have a commitment that is sort of forcing you to make a decision, or moving you towards a decision that maybe you're not totally down with, but you sort of have to go that way.
Well, yeah, that's an interesting one too, because you've got the commitment, and then you've got the rider, which is movement. But the rider also can be about news or a message. So I think here that Lenormand might be telling you, Libra, to commit to letting people know, let them know. Don't feel shy about letting them know when you need a break, you need some downtime, you need to be left alone, you need to take that nice long bath or whatever it is, or shut the door and meditate for a while, or read. Do it. Nothing will happen if you don't commit to sending out that message and setting some boundaries for yourself. I think you might just need it. Right now, it just seems like you need some rest, but you got a lot of responsibilities and things to do. This is not a call to shirk them, but it is a call to maybe ask others to give you a hand so that you could have a little bit more free time, or to ease up on their demands on you.
Good luck then, Libra.
Good luck with that, Libra.
And good to see you, as always. All right, so it looks like Lady Love.
Ladybug
Love.
Love is up. Hi.
I love your name, even if I don't always get it right.
All right.
And Ladybug Love asks, I am experiencing pain for some reason. Will it go away in a few days?
Okay. Who did the
Well, we
thumbs
certainly hope
down?
so. What?
Did you do that thumbs down?
No, but if you make certain gestures on the screen, it might think that you're doing that.
Oh.
I noticed this. Maybe it's me, not you.
It must have been, well, maybe. That's not going to work.
I don't know why it happened, Barb. Okay? Keep moving.
Okay, never mind.
We're going to sit here and be fascinated with ourselves and see what we can invoke on the TV screen.
I have no idea why that happened, but anyway.
It's happened a number of times, but you usually don't notice it when it happens. So.
I have noticed some of them, but I just noticed, why would anybody have done a thumb down at that point? But anyway, let's move on.
I wish I could tell you, but it would be too complicated.
Okay. Maybe it was Sunny. Sunny, did you do that? Did you do that because you're not getting enough attention? All right. I'm going to use my Tarot of Hearts.
Well, I want to remind everybody really quickly, we are here for happy hour on Saturday.
Yay.
It is at its normal time of 10 a.m. Come and get a uplifting, positive message, possibly from Spirit. It's all there, 10 a.m. Saturday morning. We have a great chat. We have a great fun time. Just giving each other, high fives for all of our successes.
We probably won't be going into much overtime. Mr. O has to work.
Yes, I do.
Soon after the show. Hey. All right.
All right.
Suppose we'll do a yes/no if it seems like
ambiguous.
How ironic this. You too, Ladybug Love, have the Four of Swords upright. And for a health question that's important, and oh boy, it's the Wheel of Fortune reversed. But take heart, because the Star is also here upright.
All right, so let's look at our Lenormand then. And the Sun appears. That's a good sign for health, I think.
Definitely a good sign.
And the Child.
Oh. Well, it might go away gradually. It might be more a gradual thing. And I'm not ruling out the fact that you might have to see somebody about this, Ladybug. I hope not. But there is a need here for some rest and recovery, it looks like to me, when I see the Four of Swords here. Maybe if you've been exerting yourself, I know you're in pain. I don't know if this is like a muscle or bone pain, or if this is, something that's more organ related that you're concerned about. You feel like maybe it's in your gut or your head, which, we always have to watch stuff like that. So I think here this is saying if maybe you need to rest more, you need a little bit more downtime, you need to take a little bit of pressure off of you, because, this could... I don't know. I don't want to say it could escalate, but I could say that maybe this is something that's holding you back a little bit right now, or could. The good news is the Star is here and the Sun, which of course the stars are suns, right? And so it means that health is, you will return back, you will restore back to good health. I think bit by bit. It may take a little time for that to occur with the child there. The child usually says it's a slow process. It's a step-by-step process. And the Sun is here to say vitality, strength, and good health will return.
I agree mostly with everything Banshee said. I think that the Four of Swords is saying that maybe rest is needed. The Wheel of Fortune reverse maybe indicates to me that it may be the kind of thing that may come and go, or may have no actual basis that can be discerned, like it's just sort of a freak, random kind of event that may or may not repeat, or may not mean exactly anything specific. But I do agree with the rest of this, the Star and the Sun, being our star, are indicating good things, good destinies, good outcomes. The Child, of course, is saying that maybe this might indicate that there is a health approach you might need to consider. Maybe there's something in your diet that suddenly doesn't agree with you, or maybe you just need to drink more water or something like that,
Good point. Do with that Wheel of Fortune, I was going to say, Ladybug Love, to me, this sounds like something that may have came on suddenly with you. Is this something that just kind of creeped up on you all of a sudden? Because sometimes the Wheel of Fortune can indicate that. A sudden downturn or a sudden event happens that, doesn't seem very lucky or good. It's giving you cause to pause or step back a bit. And that's what I feel here, you know, is with that Four of Swords, you just may need a little time to unwind a little bit, take care of yourself a little more. And like he said, make sure you get plenty of water. You know, a lot of times we focus on getting water in the summer months because we're dehydrated, it's hot outside. You need that in the winter as well. Depending on where you live, if it's winter there, you may need that as well, because the air is drier in our homes. All this cold air, we have the heat on constantly, and we need to replenish our bodies. So don't forget to hydrate.
The pain out of nowhere, Ladybug indicates. Let's do a real quick yes or no with your method.
Okay.
For the general idea of the question, which was, will it go away in a few days?
Well, if this does say no, Ladybug, I really have to say that I'm pretty satisfied that it will go away because of the sun being here.
I guess she's telling me she doesn't want to do it.
No, I guess I'm saying is I thought we had an answer, but I will do it.
Okay.
When I think the answer is pretty positive, I would go with that. Because then it gets ambiguous, and what do you say? What do you say? Look at him. Man, you are stubborn today. You won't even give me room to shuffle. He is literally pushing on my hands here with his head. You. Hey, hey, hey. Well, it's a Chariot reversed. And what does that mean?
Good
luck. Which is ironic to me because you also had the Wheel of Fortune reversed, which is bad luck. So I will say this, Ladybug, this is bound to slow you down a little bit and maybe force you to rest more and take it easy for a little while. You know, maybe it's a little, you know, sometimes even if we get pains in our body, it could be indicative of a virus or something coming to you too. So I would just say take it easy. If you need to seek healthcare advice, definitely do so. If it doesn't go away, you know, in a day or so, or if it's really something bothersome. Like, for example, I mean, we're not talking about what kind of pain it is, but if you have a really bad onset of a headache suddenly and anything else starts to happen, like maybe your vision goes blurry, I would go get checked out. If it's chest pain on your left side, you know, I would go get checked out. It never hurts because, you know, you don't want it to be something bad that you could have checked up upon. And don't take us at our word here all the way. So, like I said, if things don't seem to move forward, I would say to go and get it checked out.
Thank you. So good luck, I think, kind of means that there's a maybe quality to it. And so the idea that, you know, maybe if you don't feel like it's suitably better in a couple of days, yes, whatever Banshee said there.
You know, our bodies often give us warnings. And so like I said, you in your gut, if you really feel like there could be something more wrong, then hey, make an appointment with the doctor or let them know what's going on and get it checked out. But I'm not sensing anything serious here, but you may have to rest more to get over this. So good luck with that.
All right, and Ari is up, and I'm looking to see if Ari left us a question.
I'll get that.
You're welcome.
Hi, Ari.
Ari the Aries. We'll give you a minute.
All right, Ari, you are up. I know you're probably typing. Okay.
And I'll mention once again that tomorrow the emotional exchange is tomorrow. Check that out. It's on at 7 a.m. or anytime thereafter. And of course, I'm doing a new segment where I do a third card for each sign of the zodiac, and that card determines will you get lucky.
Ari the Aries, where are you?
And you didn't leave us a question, Ari, so we probably have to move on. If you come back, we can try it again. Oh, wait, there's your question. I'm sorry. What do I need to know right now?
Wow.
Well, you didn't find it. Were you looking even?
Was I supposed to? I keep the list.
We're both supposed to look.
What do I need to know right now? We got you, Ari. We're sorry. We usually work as a better team on these things, but...
Except when somebody expects me to do all the legwork.
I'm doing the list.
I started the list.
I'm doing the list.
I even put Ari's name on the list.
And you even put people's names out there before I get the list out.
I'm the one that put Ari's name on the list, so...
So stop it
work.
now. We can both look up questions when we have the time.
You stop it now.
And if you need me
You're the rancorous.
And if you need me to double check you, just let me know.
Stop being rancorous. Stop being rancorous.
No.
You won't?
That's right, I won't. There it goes. Monsters. I missed the monsters. I had to pick a fight with him just for that, Kara.
All right, Ari, your first card is the Page of Cups upright. I'm using my Murder Crows Tarot, by the way. Your next card is the Hermit. And your final card is the Nine of Cups. Wow. What you got?
I don't know. I, for some reason, thought it was my deck, so I don't have anything. I could have sworn it was, but...
No, it was that one that had... It wasn't. Sorry, because remember I had the child and the sun from here.
That's
remember?
Right.
See?
You are correct.
I didn't hear that. What? I correct.
Always admit when I'm wrong. There, did you hear that?
Well, I may not always be right, but I am never wrong.
See, that's what I deal with. That's what I deal with.
I was quoting you, honey.
Oh, no. No, that's your quote.
That was you doing your Geraldine impression.
Oh, my gosh. We're going to have slugfest
You got some
tonight.
cards for me or not?
You
My
can
baby
see I
wrote me
did.
a
Now you're
letter.
just being a snark. There.
Well, why should you be the only one to be the snark?
But I'll try to grin and bear it.
No, thank you.
So we got the letter and the bear, and whatever cards those are, because they're very nondescript to
Well,
me.
once again, they are the Page of Cups,
The Hermit.
the Hermit, looking like Christopher Lee, and the Nine of Cups.
Yeah, he does. And the Nine of Cups. So what does Ari need to know right now? This looks awfully good. Do you want to go ahead?
Yeah, sure. The Page of Cups sort of indicates that maybe things are moving towards romantic thoughts or towards sensuous thoughts. So this could be saying that maybe there's something coming towards you. Pages can be messages. Maybe a message of affection of some sort could be coming towards you. And maybe in a way, this sort of moves you from a sense of a hermit-like attitude that you've been wondering, like, well, maybe, you might as well be alone because nothing's working out. But in a way, the contemplation in this area makes you realize that maybe this particular interest does spell happiness in the way that the Nine of Cups might. Not like, your forever happiness, but maybe a sense of getting something you really were looking forward to, a wish, an enjoyment of something, romantic or loving or something you really care about.
Well, Ari, I don't know. I'm looking at the slate just a little bit differently here. I'm thinking that... Pardon me? What?
I said, of course you are.
Wow, I could say the same about you.
Then go ahead.
You do deviate from me a lot.
Well, sometimes it's just hard waiting for you to get done with your reading because you take a lot longer than I do.
So not true. I need people to time him sometimes out there as he goes on and on and on and on. But anyway, the Hermit. I think here, Ari, if you're unattached at this time, and you're feeling kind of alone, like the hermit here, it's a good time to. It's good now to use this time to envision what you're hoping to begin as far as love and romance goes. I think you should envision what you really desire and want out of love and romance here, and really start focusing more on how you're going to manifest that. And not just focusing on it. Eventually, you got to come out of this stage of aloneness and take a chance and open your heart up to invitations in order to find, success and manifest the relationship that you desire. It just seems to me there's a lot of love going on here. And maybe I'm getting that because we have the Page of Cups here, obviously, and then we have the letter here. And the letter, to me, it doesn't have to be a romantic letter, but I get the feeling that they kind of go hand in hand. That either maybe it's you, maybe you're the one that has to make a move on someone at some point that you might find interesting. You'll have to come out of your cave to do that, and take a chance on it.
Something you said a moment ago was like a Led Zeppelin song.
Oh.
Whole lot of love. Whole lot of love. Whole lot of love.
And so right there, the Nine of Cups is about manifestation. You can manifest a new beginning for yourself in love if you really think this through, and make sure you're going after what's really in your best interests here. And I think here, you would be very empowered. It would be very empowering act on your part to maybe be the one to make that first move on someone you find interesting.
I really like this because I think it takes a little bit of what I said and it really puts it in a better context. The Page of Cups is possibly about you moving towards something or something moving towards you, but the Hermit does sort of signal the idea that, your time of feeling, really alone or out of it is ending. And it's because of these things. It's because of finding the strength to empower yourself to communicate. The letter is communication. Whether you write an email or a letter, you're communicating your feelings to someone, and it may translate into a big payoff, Ari.
Now, I know we talked about how some guys get intimidated by, women who are very empowered, and but in this case, this might indicate to me that you might find the right kind of person by taking that first step. When you see somebody who looks like they could be the one.
It's the right dude.
It's the right dude. As Mr. Ho
Well, we
says.
hope so, if that's what you want.
So I don't know. This looks very promising to me. You get the Nine of Cups. That's like your wish card. You could manifest something here. So
and the bear, empowerment.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
These are good signs for you, definitely, Ari.
All right, well, good luck with that. I think that's the best we can tell you is get out there and invite somebody out for coffee or something.
And so now we're on Shirley. Hey, Shirley.
Hey, Shirley. Oh, we're on Shirley. Let me check my list.
And Shirley did give us a question.
Well, I'm sure you'll find that while I get the list.
I'm sure I will. The deal with the neighbor who doesn't want you to use your garage on the public road that you all share in the neighborhood. Are they going to try to bring a lawsuit against you?
Okay, I'm totally confused by what you just said there about the garage. Let me check it out myself. There it is. Doesn't want you to use your garage? That's crazy.
It sounds like it's a condo situation. We have situations like that in our condo where there are things that are the commons, the public things, but we can't necessarily use them.
It should be a shared road, and you should be able to get to your garage. That's kind of crazy. But anyway, let's see what we get. Now, we have people here who sometimes block our driveway because they're parking illegally on the street.
Yeah, it's pretty crappy. I have a dry throat, so I'm going to get up and get something to drink.
I thought I had you on the list. What happened here?
Who are you talking about?
Kara. I swear I put her on the list and I saw her name once, and it's not there again. How did that happen?
Sorry, Kara, but it's
I have it on the list.
clue.
What? This is very strange, Kara. I'm going to do it again. Your name is there. I don't know why.
Don't go away mad, Kara.
Oh, wait. I'm looking further back up the list. I'm sorry. It's there. I don't know. We were looking at Shirley's question, and I think we saw that and thought it was the current state of affairs. Sorry. I don't know where my head is today. My goodness. At least I can read the cards. It's been that kind of day. It's been very gloomy here all day. We have snow in the morning and snow midday, and just very, very bitter cold. I think I have some brain freeze. All right, Shirley, back to you. And this drama's done. Oh my goodness. Well,
Hi, Russ.
Russ! We gotta talk about Jeff Daniels. I don't know if you saw it. It's been all over.
Hi, Shan. Shan came in too.
Hi, Shan. So three of, I'm pretty sure that's cups.
Mm-hmm. Shan was first, Russ second.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, 3 of Cups.
What's going on here? I've got 2 lists now. Wait a minute.
How did you do
I
that?
have to go back. No, there's something weird there. Wow, how did that...
We got you.
Okay.
No, the list is not closed.
No, we're getting you. Hang on.
Ari, you're welcome for our read.
You're very welcome, Ari. Okay. Well, this is a very positive sign. I want to just start with this card. Can we?
Go ahead.
Because the 3 of Cups is about harmony and getting along with people. I think that's at the crux of this here. There's got to be some room for compromise, and maybe it can be found where everybody can wind up being happy. I really hope you'll find a common ground, that this is a sign, but we'll look at the rest of the cards, and maybe you can find common ground with this neighbor. And right here, this is the problem. Right now, death is here, and it's reversed.
It's reversed.
And that indicates to me some type of stagnation, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah.
I'll let you chime in on these two, maybe putting them together.
I'm not sure your method. Are you doing your 1, 2, 3?
No, let's just throw. I'll
Okay.
throw it out then. Okay, so now we've got the Hanged Man reverse. This is interesting. All right.
Well,
This is interesting.
there are aspects of maybe the 3 of Cups saying you're the one that wants the situation to resolve in a happy way. Maybe there's something about a community feel going on too, because you indicate that there's a shared sense going on there. But death reversed indicates somebody really is opposed to change. And are these changes that are coming from somewhere else outside of either of you two? Or is it possibly on either your sides? Could it be possible that there are changes that are harder for you to accept just as much as there are changes that are harder for this neighbor to accept? Your basic question was whether or not they're going to sue you. There's an idea here that maybe they're open to some amount of, interacting that maybe would avoid that. The Hanged Man sort of makes me feel like somebody will back off of their high ideal, perhaps, and that could be the neighbor.
Well, not seeing the Lenormand here, it's a little hard for me to say for sure, but I would start with this death card now that I'm seeing the whole picture here, and say this, Shirley. Right now, there seems to be a stalemate or stagnation going on because people, you each have your own position on the matter. It's a matter of finding the harmony that everybody can get along with. And I think someone here, probably your neighbor, really needs to, Well, or one of you may have to make some type of concession here. The hanged man can be about sacrifice. And if somebody's unwilling to budge from their position, that could be a problem. And I'm just not sure and he's just chomping now at the bit since I said the Lenormand to put them out there. And he won't even tell you what they are.
She won't even let me take a moment to put the second one out before I do that. It's the Tower and the Sith. And the Sith is actually pointing away, which is good.
Maybe. So I think here that maybe with it pointing away, it's possible legal things could be avoided. I sort of sense that the cutting away is not going to be a legal cutting away, like there's going to be a lawsuit that you're going to have to fight it out in court. Since the scythe is not there, it indicates to me that maybe a compromise can be achieved. But somebody is going to have to, compromise their viewpoint. And, it may come down to rules, technical rules of whether it's an association's rules, whether it's city rules that are governing the streets, whatever the case may be, though that will probably be, I think, the deciding factor here, the thing that will cut through it. Because the Tower is about legalities or rules, contracts, stuff like that. And so if there's some rules in writing about the right or wrong about the situation, then, that's how it'll come down.
I'm not an expert with the Lenormand, but it feels like there may be an attempt at some sort of legal or some sort of, meeting over this with, the appropriate people in charge of the properties, the association or something. That's the Tower. The Tower does talk about things like that. That could be the institution or association involved. With the scythe leaning the other way, it makes me want to feel that maybe either the association doesn't really want to make a determination on this, and that therefore they may just sort of let things happen the way they do. That could empower you to do your own thing, but I don't know that it really would work out for you if you did that.
Now, I'll ask the question to you this time. Do you think we should do a yes/no on this one?
Maybe.
Because it's kind of up in the air here.
It is up in the air.
I feel like there's definitely going to be some haggling going on here. Somebody has to break the stalemate, break the stagnation, be willing to at least come together and talk about it. So let me have my cards and let's do the quick yes/no. See what we get. So we're going to ask if they're going to take this to court.
And Russ, I am not a football fan, so there's nothing you can say that makes me interested in anyone's team. But the crazy Jeff Daniels song kind of got stuck in my head last night. I was like just piddling around, doing whatever, and then all of a sudden I'm hearing it in my head like, why am I hearing it? I actually like Jeff Daniels,
Well, he's a hometown boy here.
He's a hometown boy.
Yeah.
He lives in Chelsea, Michigan, and at one point, my family lived there. I didn't live there, but my sister and her family, my parents and related lived there. And my nephew was on either it's a softball team, I don't remember what, that Jeff Daniels was occasionally helping to coach. So how cool is that? And that's my nephew, Sean, who I love dearly. And it's not his birthday today, it's my son's birthday, but they're kind of getting back together. They've been distant for a few years due to distance. So I like that too, of course. All right, so what do you got?
Well, it's good luck because it's the star reversed. So I will say this, Shirley, you're going to have some worries about this situation. There's no doubt this person's going to make it a little bit tough on you. You have to try to find a way to break through this. Whether you have to talk to a lawyer or, like I said, somebody in city governance, or if it's like a subdivision association or something like that, you're going to need to, try to get down to what are the rules here. What do you have to fall back? What do you have to cover your back on this? Because, gosh, it does seem crazy to me that you can't use your driveway. That's crazy. Or your garage. That's crazy. So,
as a good luck, this card, the star could also be indicating that it is possible, but it would probably be work, that this person could be reached by good faith talks or counseling of some support, trying to make the person see the rightness of other actions or the situation. But it looks like it's more of a long shot. It's more of a good luck. I'm just saying there is a possibility, though.
I think there's a possibility it could go to court, but I also think it's possible it could be avoided. Again, it's almost as questionable,
Wow.
This was supposed to be a yes-no, as a reading. So I think it's really up in the air at this point, and maybe, getting the final say from the county or whoever you need to talk to about this will be the deciding factor.
I've heard some crazy things, Shirley, about, condo or similar, shared association things. And this one almost takes the cake, I have to tell you. So I do wish you luck with that.
Well, good luck with that, Shirley. And maybe check with us again as it starts to unfold more and you find out more. But right now, it's a little bit dicey. Huh. I'm hoping it'll have a happy ending.
Yeah, I do too. I know. I did like the Dumb and Dumber movies a little bit. I don't know.
Yes, that was what I meant. I typed a response to your Russ there. I don't know if you saw it, but yes. I don't know what made me stay. I mean, usually when I'm up late lately, I haven't been watching The Tonight Show. But I heard Jeff Daniels was on, and I said, oh, maybe he'll talk about the Lions, so I better watch. And I was so thrilled to hear him
Banshee,
sing and
give
talk
a
about
double heads up or thumbs up. Because I just invoked something. Well, no, put it down lower in front of yourself. You can't do it, right? I did it. I got it to go. There it is.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So there are certain gestures that trigger some of the reactions, but we haven't figured them
We
all out
haven't figured
yet.
them out. We don't know. It's got a mind of its own. Maybe it's AI taking over our computer.
You missed it again. I did it again, but you missed it.
I'm sorry. I need to talk to Russ, and you're distracting me. So,
Well, how about if I just turn off the mic so that no one talks to no one?
So I just want to say that his take on the curse that he talked about before the song was really good and funny. And I'll tell you, everything about the way they did that, they exorcised Bobby Lane's curse, was kind of like sympathetic magic. And the way the response happened and the way the Lions immediately started winning after that was aired, that show by Peyton Manning was aired where they did that, is pretty unusual.
Mr. O is flailing about, trying to make something happen.
So anyway, if you don't know about the curse of Bobby Lane and the Lions, look it up. It's pretty fascinating. Fun stuff.
Yes,
Anyway.
Cara, I know you wrote your question, but I'm more interested in playing.
Uh-oh.
My dream was with another lady, and you went to an unmarked grave and pointed, and a ribcage came up from the ground. I don't like this dream, Cara. And I gave it to her, and she said to find more. Oh, great. Somebody making stew tonight? What? Did 3 more ribs. Training Valkyrie. Interesting. So, what is the question about the dream?
Well, that is pretty creepy, I have to say. I had to quietly read that to myself to get it all. So I take it this lady that was in the dream, you did not know her, right? That's not somebody you knew. And also, the grave was not somebody you knew.
We don't know that that's true, Russ.
Well, maybe, but I don't know if that is true. I do think some curses... And maybe the lions did live with that thought in their heads. The more they lost, the more it becomes kind of ingrained part of you, So,
Kara says nope to whatever question you asked.
Okay. Thanks, Kara.
Alrighty, so how are we framing this question? It's my deck. How are we framing this question?
Well, I think she wants to know what the dream means.
What does the dream mean? Okay, so we'll do your method then. 1, 2, 3.
No, I think we should just do 3 cards.
And I'm going to use the Gothic Tarot of Vampires. So what is the meaning of the dream is the first question?
I think it's the only question. Did you have any other one that you know of?
Well, in your method, 1, 2, 3.
Just
so the
3
basic
cards.
question.
I wanted 3 cards. I'm not doing my method.
It's the Empress.
Upright.
Upright.
I'm not doing my method. I've said that 3 times.
It's the reversed Hierophant.
Wow.
And it's the 2 of Cups. Upright.
Whoa, that is pretty wild. I have to say, Kara, maybe your imagination is just like on overdrive. It could be. I mean, with the Empress here, this just could be some kind of creative outlet for you. It does seem like it must have some significance, though. And what did you say this was?
I said it was the Hierophant reverse.
Yes. And I was thinking here that maybe this is, you were taking the ribs out of the ground. And this card is about, like, taking things out of the box that you're in. In other words, taking things in a different direction, doing things differently. Maybe this idea of digging in the ground for something is unearthing some latent talent or something within you. I just wonder here because that's what I'm thinking.
In her actual question, she said that they rose out of the ground. She didn't take them out of the ground.
But you picked them up and you gave them to her. So, and you dug for more, I thought it said.
Well, she said to get more, so you did.
Right. So, So I think
Okay, so the Hierophant reverse maybe is speaking to... Oh, I thought you were done. You weren't?
No, go ahead.
Because it seemed like you had been talking for a while.
You interrupted.
The Hierophant reversed to me is the key card because I think it expresses the idea that you're sort of off in a way. You're sort of like not going by conventional things. You're sort of unafraid to maybe find yourself doing things that are unusual. And I wonder if it's in service to something that's more emotional, that 2 of Cups there. So I wonder if this is indicating maybe you're thinking of an unconventional kind of relationship that you really could flourish in, the Empress. And of course, that could just be saying because, you're under Valkyrie's, call of some sort, that you're being pulled along to do these things for love or appreciation of service to them. Well, you're always asking, what does Odin or Freya want for you?
I think the Lover's card here, the 2 of Cups card here, which I did not cover, kind of indicates to me that you need to I don't know how I want to say this. I really don't think it's about love or relationships, other than maybe to harmonize within yourself. Maybe there's a part of you that is holding back something, that is holding something back You know, something that you really need to do or bring up from the ground, from the earth. And, you know, the fact that they were coming out of the ground, sometimes we suppress things, but they have a way of coming out anyway. And this may be something that maybe you feel is too radical, or you just feel is too outside the box for you. You can't come to terms with it. But it actually would be good for you. It would actually be good for you to bring this out now. I don't know. I'm having a little trouble with that Two of Cups there.
Well, I didn't think I was talking about a specific relationship, just about being in harmony towards an attitude, maybe of service to what you believe in a way.
I never said you did.
You kind of did.
No, I said I don't think it has anything to do with love. I'm just saying that for me. Because I saw that Two of Cups.
That was after I said what I said. So
I understand, but it was
to be a comment on what
I
said.
waited a long time before I spoke about the card. And
if I press the right button, you'll wait a long time to speak.
Hey, can you turn off the volume for a moment, or the picture? Thank you. Could you?
What?
I need a moment. I have to get up and do something.
Go ahead and do it. Like that?
No. Don't we have a standby screen?
Oh, the one where nobody hears what we're saying? Yes, ma'am.
So let me see what the Lenormand says, because it may clarify what I feel about the Lover's card. I almost feel like there's something here that maybe you've been holding back, and it needs to come out to bring more harmony into your life. Well, there's the Tower and the Fish. It's not helping. It is not helping. I think with the Tower and the Fish, it might be saying that I can't do it. Got anything?
Okay, well, the Tower talks about maybe the overall idea of the structure of the dream, like that there were things that happened and you're trying to find the meaning towards them. It may be saying that there's something wrong in the house in a way, or that these feelings are in the house. What's that one? The Fish.
Yeah. See, I'm having problems with that.
I am too.
I have a feeling this, Kara. It took me a while to think about it, but I'm thinking here that something is trying to come through, something rather unorthodox and unusual. Either some messages, some symbols, some messages from spirit. I know Mr. O brought up Odin earlier, but I'm not sure that's the source of this. I think it's coming from your subconscious. And it might be because maybe you've been holding back or bottling up something for too long, and that's why it's coming up. It's unearthing itself. And it seems to me, I'm feeling with the Tower and the Fish, that I think this is going to be a more frequent occurrence until you actually pull something out and do something with this. So I'll be curious to see what dream you bring us next, because I really think there's going to be more. I think that's why the Fish is here. Something is trying to come through, and it's either trying to get you to do something that maybe is not something you're familiar with or used to. That's the best I can do. And it will make you maybe come into more alignment and harmony once you do. This reading to me seemed all over the place, except... Well, go ahead.
Remember, I said we should do it as the 1, 2, 3. So the first card was, what does this dream mean? And maybe it means, as the Empress, the idea of something flourishing. Could be these dream abilities are flourishing to tell you something more important here. The second card, why is it important? Because this is unconventional, because maybe this is something you haven't dealt with before. The idea that maybe you are going to start to seeing messages or getting impressions from some of this dream stuff. Where does it lead to? A harmony that maybe is with that part of yourself that does this kind of thing.
Well, I wasn't going to read it that way, so I don't know. I just wanted to read 3 cards to try to get the gist of the dream. And it's really funny to me because with that Hierophant reversed with the Empress, I really felt those two fit together really well. And I thought that it basically meant that something, your imagination is just like running wild right now, and it may be really an unconventional and unorthodox time for you. So maybe if I went with his, with my method of reading that he used, I would have to say that. I would have to say, okay, what's important about this dream, or what's the message? Your imagination is running crazy right now. Why is that important? Because a lot of unorthodox-ish things are going to come up and crop up for you. And where is it heading? Ultimately, maybe harmonizing with your intuition more. I mean, maybe that's it. Maybe you'll find a way to make sense of this over time. But I have a feeling you're going to have more of this before you really get to the bottom of it.
It's about a zombie lover.
So, I mean, maybe he's right. I should have done that reading to begin with, but I didn't feel that at the time, and I'm sorry. I kept trying to say no to it, but maybe you were right. I don't
know if I was right or not.
All right.
All right. Can we move on to the next one then?
Maybe. All right. And it's Earth Girl if she came back, which I'm not sure.
Earth Girl, are you back?
And if not, we'll move right on to Asel.
I have a feeling Earth Girl just said hi. And
Earth Girl sometimes does
did that last time too. So
yeah.
Either that's just Earth Girl or they can't wait. So Asel is up.
Hi, Asel.
And did Asel leave a question already? Well, I'm not going to wait very long for Asel because Asel... Oh, there you are. Good. Where can I meet my future husband?
Where?
All right. So that's going to be your deck.
Well, that's a toughie. But we'll give it a shot. Right. Sunny has given me shuffle space back. Yay. In the moonlight. It's the moon upright. The King of Pentacles is waiting. But so is the Five of Swords. I don't know. It's hard for me to make sense of where with a reading like this, but let's see what we get.
The bouquet. and the birds.
Well, if I have to use if I have to think of the Five of Swords in a positive sense, because really there's not much positive about the Five of Swords, but in a question like this, maybe I can find something here. I will say this, that you have to be aggressive about your pursuit of finding someone. You have to be aggressive in your approach. In other words, I don't even know if the cards can give you that magic answer you're hoping for, Estelle. You just have to get out places and try to find them. If I had any clue at all, though, I would say that maybe it could be at an educational place, a place of employment. You could meet them maybe through working. You could maybe meet them on a campus somewhere, possibly in a business situation. It almost seems like in an everyday life sort of scenario, as opposed to, say, for example, like some people go to a club or a bar, or they go out to certain places specifically they know is like a singles area. It's going to be nothing like that. Romance will pop up in some place that's more common. That's the way I feel about it.
Well, where can you meet your future husband or meet a husband is not necessarily a geographic, locational kind of thing. Where you can meet him may be in a situation where secrets are being kept or uncovered through maybe more aggressive actions, or through people or situations that want to manage those things. So in a situation where somebody wants to manage aggressive tendencies versus secrets that they're trying to keep, this could be that possibility that maybe wading through that, you realize there's somebody there who likes the sense of you being able to figure them out, or you pressing forward to figure it out, not taking no for an answer or being put off, but being challenged to search for that.
Could the moon also be possibly indicative of time of day?
Maybe.
It could be that maybe, I know it's kind of odd to say educational campus at night, but then again, people take night classes. And so, or there's events on campuses and school properties at night. Maybe also I could broaden this a little bit more.
I like what Russ said. I'm not sure if I see it exactly in the cards, but as a platitude, it kind of works. It's not there for you?
Well, it's platitude, but I don't see it in the cards. Yeah, true. I think here that with the with this King of Pentacles, this could indicate not just a educational institution. Let's broaden that a little bit to even say a library. Libraries often have events in the evening and stuff where you could meet someone. You just go there to peruse books, etc. It just sounds, or a market at night, something that is open at night. And I really don't feel it's like some place where you're going to be looking for singles per se. It's just where you'll have a chance meeting of someone.
I like what you just said there, because, but I'm going to twist it a little bit, because to me the King of Pentacles is more about somebody who's involved in finance. He's maybe a banker, or he's somebody who is creating money in some way. And maybe the moon says, it's not exactly, up and up. It might be new. It might be something that has a little bit of riskiness or change about it. And so where you might find him is in this venue where maybe they're trying to use money or influence to create dreams for somebody or someone. A nightclub.
See, I don't think a nightclub. No,
I know. I don't either. Realistically,
but with the moon here, I also wonder if the moon is in here, Assault, to say, look it's not really certain the where because the moon is about uncertainty and the unknown. So maybe the place isn't exactly something that can be pinpointed, but it's where you might be able to find somebody. The only clue we have, I feel, is that you might be able to find somebody. Well, he says a place of business, and I kind of agree with that. You say financial. I think it could be where money is transacted, so a place of business. So it could be a market, it could be anywhere, or it's a place where information is exchanged, like an educational, a lecture, an event where you listen to somebody speak, something like that, something that's more educational. And you're going to have to aggressively go after this. You're going to have to pursue it. That's the Five of Swords here. And it is saying be aggressive. And here with the birds and the gift, I would say here, what could really help you, what could be a gift to you, is just trying to talk to people more, trying to get out, dialogue with people more, and engage with others. That, I think, is a key here.
I like that. So I think that's how we should end it.
Yeah. So good luck with that.
Good luck, Acel. All right, and is it Dupre?
Dupre is up.
Hi, Dupre, and Dupre left us their question. Thank you, Dupre. Can I get a general reading on what's coming? All right.
All right.
So I am going to use my Black Tarot,
My Lenormand.
which I like to use in Goth Tarot sometimes, but you're welcome, Acel. Thanks for the compliment, Shan.
Love does come
I've
unexpectedly.
been a little bit grumbly, but I think I
And-
finally hit my stride.
And Russ, I didn't mean to downplay your comment at all. It's just not something I saw in the cards. But you're absolutely right about that, as Mr. O pointed out as well. So, yeah. Love is a funny thing. You just never know. And hey, I met Mr. O at a workplace, and I met Mr. O at a library. So, you can find love there.
Love comes to a library. All right, so Dupre asks, can I get a general reading on what's coming? Is that your reading or just 3?
It's a
What's
general
coming?
reading about what's coming. It's 3, because there might be a
All
couple
right.
things. Yeah.
So the first card is the reversed Knight of Cups.
Okay.
The second card is also reversed. It's the reversed World. And another reverso mundo, the reversed Temperance. So right away, I'm wondering, Dupre, are you possibly in a relationship or situation that maybe is shifting and maybe it's precarious to the point where people are feeling like they're having problems communicating or being in this relationship? I sort of see that through the Knight of Cups, the idea of maybe time out, working away from it, or not feeling the pull anymore. The World reversed maybe indicating that there is sort of something, a downturn there, the idea that maybe imperfections are rising to the point that it creates some sort of dissonance in that relationship. And Temperance, which in itself is also the idea that things are unbalanced or very temperamental, at odds with each other.
Well,
You're not in a relationship. Okay.
Well,
thank you.
Dupre, I was going to go in a little bit of a different direction, but I can absolutely see why Mr. O said that, because it's pretty clear here that there's some sadness or disappointment going on, potentially, emotional. But that being said, I'm kind of looking at Temperance, and you've been thrown off balance, I feel, here, because you're unhappy with something that you haven't been able to finish or complete. You feel like something is incomplete in your life right now. It doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship. It can be like a job goal, a financial goal. It could be an interpersonal goal of some sort, but something that you really wanted to be done with, you can't seem to end it. When I say that, I mean it in a positive way. You want success. You wanted something to be successful. You wanted a successful conclusion to something. Like, for example, students working towards their degree. They just can't wait till finally, they're going to get that diploma in their hands. But maybe there's been a derailment here in whatever it is that you feel is incomplete in your life. Do you want to go and see?
Well, when I look, okay, I'm taking that in, and I'm hearing you. I'm hearing her. The world reverse could just be saying too that something you're disappointed in, something that you may be moving away from, a project that you cared about. You feel that there isn't going to be success, or you feel like it can't really be effectively completed, or you can't turn the corner on a situation and move towards something else. Something is sort of holding you there, and it may be your own sense of feeling, that you didn't succeed, that maybe some of that could be pride that you wanted to finish that. But there's also the realization, now that I look at it a second time, with temperance reverse, that maybe a part of you realized it never was going to be easy or totally, geared towards the success of the change.
Well, and it may have been hard, that temperance card could indicate it's hard to just be feeling very, balanced right now because of this. But I have some interesting news here, and I don't know. I'm going to have to think about this one a moment. It's the clover. Yeah, we can't get better than this, really. And the bear. So, I think here that regardless of this disappointment, you have a lot going for you right now. There's luck is on your side. It's possible, if you can't turn this around, that something else is going to come along that will really empower you, and you will feel your luck almost returning. So it could be, I can't rule out here that you don't find a way to turn this around. Sometimes when the world is reversed, it does talk about something that has failed, but sometimes it talks about the fact that it's just unfinished. And maybe you will find a way to empower yourself to bring it to a conclusion. Some lucky thing happens. You get some support you needed, help you needed. You get a lucky break of some sort, and you're able to get back to pursuing this once more and finishing it off. Or you're empowered now to move on to something else, and actually that might be the way to go, that would bring you more luck in the long term.
Dupre, in the Lenormand, the bear and the clover are not specifically about money, but by inference, either of them might be. Right. The bear market concept, or clover just about being lucky, games of chance. So on their own, they could be taken as signs to say that if you feel lucky, if you feel empowered to play a game of chance or luck, you could be successful. In the context of the cards, I think it's more likely that it supplements what we're talking about there and saying...
Or could it be something different?
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, could it be something...
That's true, because you did ask for a general reading.
When you ask for a general reading, sometimes the cards talk about different things, and I can't help but wonder here, because you brought up money specifically, and if you do have some interest there, I would say this about the bear. The bear is also about financial security, and it's positive. And if you combine it with a card like the clover, which makes almost any card that comes up with it better, I think that you might have some luck with money going forward here. You absolutely can.
Excuse me.
That's okay. Whether you get a raise in pay or whether you get, something comes your way to give you more money, this is very highly possible. So we might be talking about two different things that are going on in your life right now. They could be connected, but they don't have to be. And so sometimes that's what happens when we get And so as soon as you said money, I realized sometimes we talk about the bear because it's about personal empowerment and security, but the bear is also about financial investing and security going forward, like long-term financial security. So I like this combination here for you. And if you have an inkling about what that could be about, hey, make a move on it.
Well, it could be. You know, we really honestly feel that,
No
that the cards are responsive to our thoughts when we're shuffling, and maybe also to what we're hearing or cognizing about your question.
To pray. This is so cool because sometimes we've had this happen where people are talking about their question, we're shuffling the cards, and the card will come up about exactly what they're talking about. Sometimes I do think we even can pick things, the cards just come up on what's on a person's mind. You wanted to receive a clover card and you got one. How weird is that?
So it is probably a good
you want to see a
synergy for
clover
you.
symbol.
You'll have to tell us if you win money or
if money comes to you in some way, you have to.
we would love to hear that.
We'd love to hear that. But I would say to you, keep hope alive here because, you know, I believe strongly in signs and synchronicities like that. So if you had that on your mind and we just pulled this card for you, I would say, you know, that's a sign for you.
That's really cool, Dupree.
Yeah. So, wow.
What you just said there. All right.
You get it. You know, and I do too. And, you know, I have to say, going back to my old Catholic days with my family, just tell you a quick story. You know, they used to do these things called novenas to a particular saint. And it's a kind of magical process in a way, too. You had to do it a certain way and so many days. And then after that period, you would get a certain type of sign to show if you were getting a response from, you know, the powers that be. And they believed in this a lot, and they often got the sign they were looking for. Not always, but they did. And oftentimes what they were asking for would come through. So I truly believe in signs and synchronicities. Goes way back for me, back in the past. So, hey, I wish you a lot of luck with that, Dupree. And thanks for stopping in.
And yes, Lena, we'll add you to the list, and thank you for your question.
Oh, hi, SP.
And we'll add SP also to the list.
So Lena
and
came first.
Think we're close to closing it, I think.
Yeah, because we've been kind of talking with people and arguing and stuff. So, yeah.
That would be you.
That would be you.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'll turn off the mic. All right.
And Mary the Aries has just came in.
Hi, Mary.
Fine, let's close the list after Mary. All right. So we are on Russ. Is Russ here?
Russ is here.
And Russ had a question?
Yeah, the list is open, Mary, so go ahead and leave us a question. Russ, it's your turn. Are you leaving us a question, or are you just here to have amusement with us?
Which is fine by me.
But and thank you for your question too, SP.
All right, so did I throw the list out there? I did. So I'm going to put up the sign the list is closed in the chat.
All right, and Sean has also left a question. Yeah, we're going to have to charge you if you start, macking on all the people in our chat room.
Oh, silly. He's so silly. Just ignore him like I do.
You're up. You're up.
So what's up, Russ? What do you got for us?
I know you're writing a question, right? Well then, we should move on to our next one.
No question. All right, that's fine. That's cool, Russ.
That's fine.
So let's move on to
Sean.
Sean. Hi, Sean.
Should I accept the love offer from the Sagittarius guy? That's going to be your deck.
Yes, it is. Hang on a minute. Jeff Daniels said he would do another Dumb and Dumber if asked. He loved working with Jim Carrey and the people who created the movie, Russ, and he said he would do a third in a heartbeat if they asked. Oh, is it my deck? Shoot. Let's
Yes,
see.
and I've already mentioned the question, but I can mention it again.
I'm going to use... It was about a Sagittarius, was
Should
it?
they accept the offer of love from the Sagittarius
Yeah.
guy?
Okay. Well, how do you want to do that one? Should we do 3 cards or should we do 3 yes,
Well,
no?
it's your deck, so you can decide.
I think we're going to do...
It is just a yes-no question, but
It is. Let's do 3 cards.
Oh, Mary, you sound like Kara. Kara's been having a lot of dreaming stuff too.
Well, everybody's... This isn't just here. There were some interesting ones I've been reading on the different social medias. People are doing a lot of dreaming lately. Not me. I seem
We
to
had-
be dead to the world when I sleep.
We had full moon earlier in the week, Monday, I think it
In
was.
Cancer.
And I think that does add those energies, and they may be, perking around a little bit a few days later, so why not? Interested, Mary. Okay, we will get to that in a few minutes.
All right. Well, we have the King of Hearts reversed, the King of Cups.
Oh dear. Okay.
But we have the World upright. Wow. And we have the Nine of Coins upright.
And repeating, should you accept the offer of love from the Sagittarius guy? Is that how they... This love offer. All right, so in the Lenormand, we get the lilies. Seems like a nice thing. And we get the letter.
Sounds like this person's into something long-term here. I'm just feeling that with the letter and the lilies. Like
Yeah.
this offer of love, is it an offer? I don't know if it's an offer of marriage, but it's obviously an offer of a more serious
A relationship.
step in a relationship. And I think here that that's what that's saying is maybe they are hoping for something long-term out of this. And, I see the King of Hearts reversed here, so I'm wondering if you have some... you're asking the question, and so I'm wondering if you may have some reservations about the Sagittarius here. If there has been maybe some troubles before.
He wants serious.
He wants serious. That's what I'm looking at here. But has there been some troubles or conflicts before? Or maybe you're wondering if they're really that serious about it? Maybe you just have your doubts that this is for real? Because I'm wondering. What do you think about the King
Other
of Hearts?
cards...
Everything else is good.
Other cards look very good. I mean, the Nine of Coins looks like somebody who wants comfort and beauty, obviously shared. This is very powerful card. The World, a sense of satisfaction, perfection. The only thing that seems to be questionable is that reversed King of Hearts or Cups. And, sometimes that may indicate a person who really can vacillate emotionally, that maybe I'm not saying bipolar, but they could have aspects of being really up and really down, or they could be very kind at times, but maybe they could also be a little bit cruel.
Well, or they're
Scorpio.
sometimes very loving or very closed off. So that's why I'm just wondering if there's been some fluctuations with their emotions here.
So it says you have doubts over any relationship or every relationship.
So it could be just coming from you that you're concerned about whether this will work out. And I'm not going to rule that out. Let's look at what the other cards have to offer you here. The world is indicating that I feel this person wants to go all the way with you. And when I say that, I think of marriage, because the world here is about milestones, achieving some finality somewhere, sealing the deal, so to speak. And I almost feel like that's maybe what this person wants. And the Nine of Coins here indicates that I get the feeling here that they want you to be happy, but they feel very happy and complete with you. It's almost as if they feel like you would complete their world.
But there's also a sense, too, that they want to take care of you, or they want to be taken care of by you. They want to have this sort of sense of a protected relationship, like it's really secure feeling.
See, we can agree on some things. And then with the letter and the lilies, see, that's what I'm thinking here, that this offer of love that he is giving to you, he really wants a commitment for the future. I feel like this is announcing to you.
He said that to you? I'm assuming you mean wants to take care of you, or wants to feel taken care of by you.
Wow, it's almost like it's being mirrored here. I don't know what to tell you.
But he's a Sagittarius, Shannon, and you can never trust them. Okay, I'm obviously being snarky here. We know some nice Sagittarians. Of course we do.
My head's exploding. Well, that's okay. Pick on the Sagittarians and not little old Aries me. But no, really, seriously, Shan, I think here, maybe this is you questioning him. But if you have your doubts, but how do you feel about him? Are you feeling the same level of love for this person that that they are feeling towards you? That would be my question to you, because maybe that's it. You're not feeling the same way at this time. But I think
you probably need more time.
You might want to ask for more time and just let's let things go as they're going. You might want to do that, but I will just say here, he looks pretty serious according to what I'm seeing in the cards here. I don't see anything, other than this, and it's really making me question if this is him. If you have not had any problems or issues with this person, or if it's your feelings about it, your worries and concerns. Are you ready to open your heart to this? Are you ready for something like this? That's a question for you now.
Well, good luck then, and you are welcome. I hope we were able to help you with some thinking at least.
Yeah, that's a real interesting one.
That was interesting. I hope it was helpful.
Well, it seems to mirror some of the things that this person has been saying, so...
All right, so Lena asked us for general on health for the next 6 months.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to use my Midnight Boulevard Tarot again.
Well, good luck.
Good luck.
You're very welcome.
Much. Keep in touch if you can. We'd like to know.
I thought I ate enough, but I'm feeling hungry.
Well, remember last night we thought we ate good, and then my stomach is like growling an hour later.
But were you hungry, or was it just unsettled, though?
I don't think I was hungry. It was just sort of digesting and making itself known to everyone.
That would be me.
You are everyone.
Well, I was the only one around yesterday.
All right.
Except for the cats.
You're welcome. That's
You're
what we're here
welcome.
for. So, Lena asked for health reading for the next 6 months. First card, 10 of Pentacles upright.
Whoa.
Second card,
ruined my cards.
5 of Cups upright. Look at that.
Okay, 10 of Cups upright, and then the...
No, Pentacles.
10 of Pentacles, and then the 5 of Cups. Okay.
Final card, and it's our werewolf, the King of Wands reversed. He's a werewolf on this card. dog. That goes with the werewolf. Letter goes with nothing.
What? Anyway,
So health.
Well, you may not have the energy you normally have. I'm kind of feeling that by looking at the King of Wands reversed, and the Five of Cups here is just like you almost think it's holding you back in some way. Maybe you've had to miss out on some opportunities or engagements or some work you needed to do, you were hoping to do, because you just don't seem to be totally, have the energy or the strength. So yeah, I do think your health may be a little bit of an issue. However, I wonder here, Lena, if this isn't something that's because of something that's part of your family. And when I say that, like for example, some families have like a propensity to have people in the family have high blood pressure, okay? They're more predisposed to high blood pressure, or they're more predisposed to fatty liver disease or diabetes, right?
Right.
Because that can be
Strokes.
familial. So there might be something that crops up because it's something that's related to a family or genetic issue. I don't know that it's going to be really serious, but it may slow you down somewhat. You may have to be loyal and follow somebody's recommendations, whether it's taking a daily pill or whether it's getting more exercise or eating a certain kind of diet. You may have to modify things depending on what is diagnosed.
Okay, so you have diabetes. So that is a metabolic affliction of sorts. It may deal with energy levels, like Banshee said. My take on this too is saying that, although it could be familial in a way, you might have received it. It could also be lifestyle based. The 10 of Pentacles talks about our home conditions. So you may be having situations in the home that aren't exactly as conducive for you being healthy, but I also feel that doesn't have to be that way, that you could actually look at your home environment as a source for nurturing and caring. So you need to, of course, figure out more valid ways to take care of your diabetes, watching blood sugars, eating better foods. And a lot of this may make you feel like, I'm staying at home more because I'm trying to take care of things. I do feel like some amount of orientation towards your home life is necessary here, and that may make you feel like, you're missing out on some things.
Well, often in our homes we have a lot of things in houses that have their own toxicities sometimes too. They talk about some rugs that may have formaldehyde in it, or different kinds of flooring, different things depending on when your home was made. Lead in the home was a issue in the past a lot. Asbestos with the old way they used to insulate homes. So sometimes, yes, there could be toxins or things in the home that can affect us. Maybe also if you live, in a very noisy neighborhood, you can't get enough sleep at night, your rest is being interrupted. Things like that too, could affect you. But yeah, the 10 of Pentacles is either about home conditions, financial conditions, or things that are inherited or passed down the ancestral line. So when we're talking about health, that's why I spoke about that. And I think here, if it's not your diabetes per se, hey, take care, Russ. Go Lions. This is the week. We gotta win this one. We gotta win it. Anyway, back to this. So I have to say here, follow advice. It may be that it's not your diabetes per se, but I can't rule out that maybe, some diabetes can cause different things to happen sometimes. And so you might be affected by a side effect of the diabetes, and maybe if they regulate your drug intake or whatever it is you're doing to regulate your diabetes, you'll improve.
I think the next 6 months mostly is going to call for you to focus more on yourself in a way that maybe you aren't used to. And this is more about doing things around your home and maybe understanding that you don't have the energy level and that you may have to let some things go.
Yes.
A party that you might have wanted to attend, but you realize you might, get off of your diet and you really need to. So I think you have to make internal changes for yourself that support a lifestyle seeking health. And I think it's what Banshee said before too, being loyal to the information you have, if necessary, try to get a different opinion from a doctor or another health, clinician of some sort.
I don't
So
see
good
that
luck.
it's going to be anything super serious.
Yeah.
But, it may be something you will have to check with a doctor about and get some recommendations. I don't think it's going to be, life-altering in any way. I just think it's something that you'll be able to take care of, and it's going to slow you down a little bit, and it will disappoint you, but you'll get over it. You will get over
I
it.
definitely think you'll get over it. You'll be here 6 months from now.
So good luck with that.
Somebody just showed up, and I'm not sure.
Well, they said, how
Zarjay?
did they know Sean? Yeah, our list is closed right now, so we're sorry we can't add you, but it's nice to see a new face.
You're welcome, Lena.
And we're on SP.
Okay, and Esme asked if there was a sign from the universe about their career.
And I'll take that. Sign from the universe about career. Let's use this one today.
And I see we have a few new subscribers. Thank you guys for that. Appreciate that. All right. Well, Kyle, we did close our list, though. We're kind of in our last under 10 minutes, and we got 2 more readings to go. So hopefully you can catch us next time.
So at least you can hang out till the end, but we can't, we can't read for you today. Sorry about that, Kyle. Good to see you, though. Well, it's the 7 of Swords reversed, Mr. O. Oh, and the Page of Wands is reversed. And the Page of Cups is reversed.
All right, a lot of reversed cards for your question, SB.
I don't know if you're in the process of looking for something new or hoping for a new opportunity on your present job, SP, but it doesn't look promising at this time. Go ahead. What do you got?
Okay, so I have the tree and the fish.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, it's interesting. But I feel here that right now, you've got 2 pages reversed, and they're kind of pivotal here. The Page of Wands is usually about a message concerning an opportunity, and usually, it's not always, it can be about relationships, but since this was about career, it can be about a job or career opportunity, and it's not positive. It's like something does not come through for you, and you are disappointed. You're kind of left wondering, kind of left floundering a little bit foggy about what you need to do next. I think here that maybe the 7 of Swords is here for a reason, reversed. It may be saying to you, SP, that you may have to face some difficult truths about the situation. Maybe, that maybe you were banking on something to happen. It's not happening. Maybe you're just still holding out hope. Maybe it's time for you to face the truth that It's not going to happen, and you have to move past this to get the success you want in your career. So if you are in a job presently and you're hoping for either advancement, a promotion, a move of some sort, or whatever, I don't know that it's really worth waiting for, because it just doesn't look like it's going to play out. And you may have to just face that. And I think the future might look brighter. We'll get to that after Mr.
Are these both pages?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to more or less agree with Banshee here. That Seven of Swords does indicate like something coming to light. And given the other cards, it doesn't feel like it's exactly encouraging to you. The Page of Wands does seem like you were waiting for some sort of communication maybe about this subject, something that would be better. And the Page of Cups feels like it may be a message too, but it does just sort of feel like in a way you were waiting to connect with something that really felt really good. It just felt like it was you, it was like you outside of yourself connecting. So both of these feel like you're finding out that maybe there's too many delays or there's too many situations that seem to be preventing things going forward in a way. And I think that's what you're going to be accepting as a message from the universe, that things just seem to be on a plateau that isn't taking you up or down. It's just sort of going straight ahead. And that does take us to the Lenormand.
Well, with the Lenormand, I really see a complete disconnect here from these cards and what I see here. And what I'm thinking they're telling me now, oftentimes, the Lenormand can be about financial abundance and wealth, and that's a good sign with the tree. But maybe it is saying you can grow this abundance elsewhere. If this opportunity has not panned out for you, once you realize the reality of the situation, you will realize that you can grow your abundance elsewhere. And also, I could say that this means too that even if this is not working out for you, this could also be saying that there is an abundance of opportunity for growth and advancement some other place, some other way.
The sign from the universe may be that you shouldn't be as stubborn or fixed on one possible course, and that you may have to be open to other courses.
I like that.
And so that may be depressing to you in a sense of, how much time or focus you've put on a particular goal. But you may have to realize that before you can really decide to focus energies elsewhere.
Wow, sorry to have better news, but actually the silver lining is these two cards right here. There is some potential for you out there. It may not be where you're looking right now, but there is definitely some potential out there. So good luck with that.
Good luck, SP. And we're on our final reading then, Mary the Aries.
And I was just going to respond to Kyle. I'm so sorry to hear your energy's all over the place right now. Hey, come over to our happy hour show on Saturday if you can, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You don't have to ask a question. We just give you...
That's a good point, Kyle.
We just give you a positive message.
I like what Kyle said there. It could just be that, the retrograde probably is going to pull it back into Cancer, so I agree with that. But yeah, if you can, maybe drop in on Saturday. We pretty much get you on Saturday, even if you do come a little bit later. The only instance this Saturday is I do have to go to my regular job, so it may be a little closer, but, we're on at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, of course, we're on Sunday afternoon, too, for live questions. All right, so our final reading is with Mary the Aries. And Mary's having some crazy dreams, too. I guess a lot of us are having that.
Yeah, well, Mars retrograde. Dreams, yes, I'm an Aries, so
dreams
I
about
feel you on
angry.
The Mars retrograde, Kyle. Oh, I'm sorry I interrupted you, but you interrupted me this last time, so it happens. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. What is Mary's question?
You can read it right there.
Let me see. Okay, what is Spirit trying to tell me with all these dreams? I I keep having dreams about getting angry and either suppressing it or letting it out. All right. I think this is a little bit more specific to me. Do you want to try my reading on this one? I don't know. I'm asking because I don't know. It's your deck, isn't it? I just
used my deck.
Oh. I thought I used this one and put it away.
Okay, you're right. I did.
All right.
Fine.
Anyway, again, maybe my reading, I don't know.
Sure. What do you think the basic question is?
Well, it's about why she keeps having the dreams. What is Spirit trying to tell her about the dreams? And it's about something that's making her...
What does Spirit have to say about these dreams?
Right. And either suppressing it or letting it out. Let's see what it says. Let's just see what we get on this dreams.
Okay.
I think with this one we have to focus it that way with my reading. Oh, I hope I'm right. Well, we love our happy hour show. We have a lot of fun at happy hour.
So 1, 2, 3. I hope you can make it too, Kyle. And you're welcome.
Okay, so why do you keep having these dreams, or what is the message? All right.
All right, so the first card is the Three of Cups.
Well, the Three of Cups upright is usually positive, but in this relation to the dreams, this may have something to do with other people. This may have to do with friends or family, people around you. Are you suppressing something from them, or...
It's interesting because, of course, you're saying you're angry, but this is a dream. This is a card that talks about happiness with people.
Well, that's in the dream, right? And she said here...
so maybe it's about, showing you a different side of your nature, or maybe trying to suggest that, your nature has more qualities to it than you realize, that maybe the angry side is a suppression that you're not totally understanding because you're in denial of it, because you feel your natural tendency is to celebrate and to be happy with people.
Well, this card can also be about cooperation and harmony among friends and family and all of that. And so I wonder here sometimes, I'm just going to ask, do you maybe sometimes hold things back that you want to say to somebody? Maybe you've been holding something back that really now is coming out in your dream, and you're holding it back because you want to maintain the harmony and good feelings that you have. Whether this is in the workplace even, it could have to do with your peers and coworkers. Sometimes, we often feel we want to say something, but we realize it might be just best to not do it, to disrupt the harmony, that exists there, or the order that exists there.
So the message of the dreams may be saying that you do need to work on things within yourself that maybe you are more likely to spout off on. Even if you don't think that's in your nature, maybe the message of the dream is to say, watch out for things coming out that, you're not totally, locking down inside of yourself.
Well, and also, yes, and also the message of the dream just might be that, you need to kind of try to work through arguments with others, work through it for the good of everybody involved. And I think here, and for preserving the harmony that you have, whether it's at work or somewhere else. So why is this important?
And it's the Four of Pentacles.
Because you value them. Because there's a value here to you. And
yes,
yeah, it's the four. I could see there's a pentacle on top, but I didn't know it was the four. Oh, it's a domino? The dominoes. 1, 2. Okay, I get it. I think.
Wait. Oh, God. I'm sorry. This is the King of Pentacles.
It's the king?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Well, you would know, not me. So the King of Pentacles. Wow. So let me retract that. Why is this important? Because you need to be, well, I don't know. The King of Pentacles is very much in control, of themselves. And so it says here, you need to maintain control, but also you need to maintain stability in your relationships, and also encourage that in others as well.
I checked. It is the King.
Okay, good. Thanks.
Although it looks like a woman, but it's the King.
All right, I'm done with that.
So
one.
it's important, I think, because King of Pentacles is about management. And maybe this is saying that you don't realize that some things are harder for you to manage, and that maybe sometimes it's your temper, the possibility that you do get anger. Maybe it's something that you really repress inside yourself to where you don't even think that you're that, but it's just there waiting to come out. And so that's why it's important, is because maybe you are at a point right now where maybe something could tip your level of control about emotional issues for you.
So where are things headed?
Ten of Swords. Well, I guess you might really piss off somebody. Ten of Swords?
I know, I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked because here we have all this harmony between people, and then we have the Ten of Swords is like somebody stabs you in the back. And in the middle is this King of Pentacles. And so it's almost like, now that I see the whole picture, it's almost like saying here that harmony is really essential, component here. But trying to maintain harmony when people you might be feeling have it out for you in some way, it's really hard to maintain control over yourself in a situation like that.
Is your subconscious or your intuition telling you that there are people who maybe you shouldn't be trusting, who may be willing to stab you in the back, or that this is going to happen in the future? It's more like a precognition, like it's nobody you know now, or a situation that hasn't developed now, but maybe it's one that could be happening.
Anger is a funny thing, and I wonder here if the anger is just not saying in the dream that you need to stand firm about something. And that's where that King of Pentacles comes in. Is like you might be the person in the middle of something here. In the middle, maybe this is saying what's coming is maybe, Mary, there's going to be some fight, either between family members, friends, co-workers, colleagues, that you're going to get embroiled into, and you're just going to have to stand up for yourself and either say, no, I want no part of this, or try to resolve this before things get really out of control. Because it looks like somebody is really out to cause some problems here, whether it's with you or the other parties involved here. You might just be in the middle of it. That's almost what I'm feeling now.
Interesting. So what did we have for Lenormand?
Well, what we have, I've been shuffling them a bit. Well, thank goodness for this.
Thank you, Sean. You too. Have a wonderful evening.
Take care, Sean. And the mountains.
Stars.
I like this combination.
Well, you got to get up in the mountain to see the stars.
You get a better view.
But it could be saying that, you will work through some hardships and get towards a better outcome, a better sense of hope, or a destiny moving forward that feels more to your liking.
I think also I have a couple of things to say here, because if you think about the stars here, the stars can be about dreams, okay? And usually it's about dreams and aspirations, but you asked about a dream. And so I feel here that it is saying that these dreams are talking about some troubles and struggles to come. and some obstacles to come. But I also feel with the star here that you will be able to overcome them. You know, maybe the dream is just warning you there's trouble brewing here with the people around you, and you're going to have to, you know, endure some obstacles here toward, you know, but you'll persevere. And I think that's what the dream's about. It is saying something's going to happen here, and it's going to be troublesome and annoying.
It seems like you are predicting a dream, something in your dream, Mary.
I think so.
And we're all a little psychic and have these dreams, so good luck.
Well, I'm hoping maybe it'll pass. Sometimes we get these premonitions and the trouble just seems to pass. I hope that's the case here. I never liked seeing the Ten of Swords, though, because that sounds like somebody's going to act out a little bit, for sure. So, I wish you luck with that. At least the King of Pentacles is a stabilizing influence, and I really think that could be you here. So, I wish you luck with that. And we're done. Just like that.
Right.
Hey, and you know the words, and just like that was in the Lion song. And just like that, they started winning.
We'll be back on Sunday for another live show.
And just like that, the curse was gone. I don't remember how it went.
And we thank all our new subscribers tonight. Looks like we got 2 or 3 new subscribers, so that's always
awesome.
Cool.
That's awesome news, Mr. O. So is the Lions. Go Lions. So I'll be a happy camper or a very sad camper on Sunday when I see you next. But hopefully you'll see me at happy hour before the game even happens. And I can be more excited about it there.
That's right.
All right, everybody. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Take care. Have a great night or day. And we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye for now.